Hello guys, hope you should know how to do a responsive navigation bar today using JavaScript and our font awesome icons and the rest. So how the thing will collapse on the mobile screen, on a desktop screen, how it will expand. So let's start. So I'll be creating a section for the navbar. I'll be calling it let me just call it header wrapper, and inside it I have my navbar class navbar. Okay, and inside this navbar, now I will show us two ways to create a navbar using different CSS property. So the first one, now I'll be using floating. Let me even create this skeleton navbar using float property, float property, CSS float property, and okay, then I'll have another one that will use flex display flexbox. Let me even call it flexbox and floating property and float property So but for now we'll not be doing anything with this guy, so let me comment it out. Alright, so now let's go ahead with this. So now, how does the navbar want to look like this session? We need a logo, and we need our logo, the menu, and the sign up button. And the logo will be at the left side of the page, the menu will be at the center, and the sign up icon will be at the where should we put it, at the right side of the page. So let's see how we can actually quickly interact with that. So which means that we have three components that I want to put in our navbar. So the first one will be our logo, and the second one would be our what's that guy called now? Okay, our let me just use the URL directly. Then our links, which will be at the left side at the navbar. Then we have our sign up button, so we can call it btn sign up. So these are sign up button. Then this is the three components you want to display in our navbar. I want our navbar to have some CSS property. Let's go to our CSS now and start to add style.css. So we already know that we have our body. Okay, let me create some variable. Now in CSS you can actually create your own variable that will be uniform in your code. Will be uniform in your code. And to create a variable in CSS, you start with this colon, then followed by root word, then your curly bracket. Then inside it you write your variable name. So I want to have a main color. That's me declaring my variable. And mind you, when I'm starting my variable name, I started with a double hyphen. Then after this double hyphen, then you write the name main colon. Then in front of it you declare the color. So I want the color to be what color can I use? I want something that is white. Okay, the main color will be white. No, I'm not using white. Let me use green. The main color will be green now. That will be 009900. Okay, then after that I cannot have another one like base color. I'm the one declaring my variable, and I want it to be, what else can that be? Okay, let me just call it main color, then secondary background color, and that will be a lighter green, and that will be EA, FF, and CC. that should give me a lighter green. Yes, it does. Alright, then for the text color, so let me just declare my text color, then I'll call it primary, and I want it to just be text color primary to be *3, and I have another one, text color secondary, and I'll have it to be white, and text color, anything you want, just call it tertiary, and that will be 55. Alright, so then I need a uniform box shadow for it. Okay, let me just stop here. Then uniform padding, I can say that, okay, button padding, I want to have a uniform button padding, so let me declare a variable name, button padding, that will be let me just declare it to be for the top and bottom. I don't want something that is too tall, so let me use auto. Then for the left and right, at least the minimum padding should be let me use 30 px. So now I also want to have my general border radius. I don't want to be declaring it anyhow. Let me say main border radius. This is my variable name. It's not something special. You can use your own name for anything you want to declare. So I want it to not be more than 5 px anywhere at all. Alright, so I've declared my variable and I'll be using them in my styling. So that's why I did that. So for the body tag, I want the body tag to be, the width to be 100%, and I don't want any components inside it to extend beyond the width of the body. So that's why I'm putting overflowing x, that's in horizontal direction, overflowing x to be hidden. Right, then the margin to be 0, I don't need margin in the body. Then the padding to be 0, I don't need any padding in the body. Alright, then after that I'll move down, then declare my header wrapper class, and what I just want for this guy is, let him say background color should be, I want something dark, let me declare another one. I can just declare header color variable, header bg color, and I want it to be dark. So let me use dark green rather, something like darker green. Okay, so that will be 0, 1 for red, and 3, 0 for green, and 0, 1 for blue. And that should give me something like darker. Oh, right, correct. I don't want this type. I don't want this type of that. Just be seeing a touch of green. Okay, I think this is nice. Alright, so in my background now, to use your variable in CSS, you have to start with the keyword variable, and inside this bracket you put your variable name. And what's the variable name? That's the header, the one I just declared now. I'll put it there. So which means that this background color now will now inherit this value that I declare in my header background color variable here. Alright, so this is how you can use your variable in your CSS. And what's the essence of using variable? Variable actually makes your code to be easier to read, and as well it makes you to have a uniform color anywhere you are defining a color. And if you want to change that color, you just go to your roots where you declare a variable and change the color until you affect all the places you are using that color. So it makes you to easily it helps you to change your property very quick when you're using variable. Just change it in one place and every other place you are using it to be changed. Alright, let's proceed. And after this, I want the width to be 100% to, or let me say 150%. view width, that's the viewport of the device. Then the height should also be 100 view height. Alright, then do I need padding? No, I don't need padding. Then padding here, padding should be 0px, I don't need it. Then margin 2 should be 0px, I don't need it. Let's check it out. Okay, header wrapper, is this correct? Let's check it out. Header wrapper, let me save this guy. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's put something in our logo, and I'll type the company. Let's just write a text, company name, and our links here now will not be li, then here, then we are not routing to any page, so we just put our hashtag inside. Then let's copy this into 4 places. Then the first one will be home, the second one is let's say portfolio, then the third one will be let's say contacts, that's contact us, and this other one will be about, let's say about us here. And our sign up button text will now be sign up. Okay, so let's check that. Alright, it's showing. Yeah, but our CSS is not affecting our web page. Why? Because we've not yet linked it to this web page, so we have to link it. And come to your head tag here, write your link. So I'm linking CSS, and that should, oh, this is not the correct directory, so I have to go to my assets folder first, followed by CSS folder, then the name style of CSS. Correct. Okay, nice one. Can you see that? Alright, so let's give our navbar its own color. This class here, let's give it its own color. Then come down here. I prefer to even copy this guy together, because the navbar is a child to this guy. Navbar, then background color of this guy should be variable, and I'm using main color now. Main color, that's our main color. Let's save it. Nice one. Alright, so now this is how it appears, and it wants every all of them to be on a single horizontal line. So but for this one too, let's add some padding to this guy. Padding, so the top and bottom padding, I want to make it to be just 10px. Then the left and right padding, that will be the second value. Now I want to be 100px. Then after that, I want the width. Let me even declare the width first. I want the width to be 100% of the header width. So I think there's only for declaring height here. Okay, so that's for that. Let's check it out again. Nice one. Okay, so the next one is to start writing property for each component or element inside the navbar, and the first one is our logo. So the first thing to make it to be on the horizontal line, we have to float the logo to the left, float left, and the same thing we do for all. We want to float UL2 to the left. Nice one. Then after that, we are floating our button, that's btn button now. Btn button, we are floating into the right. Alright, let's check it out. Nice one, nice one. Now, but what's it called? The UL here is not showing very well because of those list property. So we have to declare it separately and affect the CSS separately. So I'm not adding anything to this guy here. Or better still, let me even remove this guy remove this UL from here, and let every one of them have a unique property. sorry. So li. Okay, so this guy now will be floated to the left, then all the li's too should be floated to the left so that they can appear on a horizontal line. And after that, please don't forget your semicolon. Then after that, for our listing type, we want to remove those bullets that are showing there. Sorry, the dots here, we want to remove it. That's our bullet points. We want to remove it, so that will be list type to be null. Then after that, we've already flowed it to the left. So let's check it out. Nice one. But they are still not yet aligned properly, and you can see that they are clumps together, so we have to separate them. Clumps together. So I'll add margin to my header here. No, I don't need margin. Let me just use padding. Padding, and the padding should be let's say 10 ps for the top and 15 ps for the sides. Nice one, correct. So but now there's problem. This guy is not inside the navbar as it ought to be. So why? Let's inspect it and see what is going on there. So we have our logo, our navbar. So it's as if it's not being captured there. And this guy here, okay, the UL is having a particular padding and margin that is not making it to fit into that place, so we have to remove it. Now when you are using your UL, it already have some default padding property, margin property, so we can override that in our code. So I'll go back to my UL here and say padding to be 0. I don't need it, and I need margin to be 0 too. I don't need it. So with that now, it should adjust properly. Nice one. But something is still not going well. It's still not yet aligned properly. Okay, let's check it out from here and try to see if you can remove some of this property. Margin block start, margin block end. Okay, just copy this guy here and turn them to 0. These are the predefined values: 0, 0, and 0. Okay, that's still not working. Okay, I think I will really remove our list type here. Hope you are still together. Okay, so there's no problem with this one. So what we will have to do now is, because we've already added padding to our li, which is 10 and 15, so we can as well add the same padding to our logo so that they can have the same padding around them. So let's check this guy out here. Okay, now because they have the same padding, now they are now on the same line, and just our button. So for our sign up button now, so remember we have a variable we declare up there with the padding for the button, and we use that variable here now, variable, and that will be button padding. So that it should be okay now. Nice one. Then after that, let's declare our color. Background color for this guy should be variable, and we have our secondary color to be white, so we are using that, and we are using border. So for the border color now, that will be 2px solid, and the color should be our main color. Then after that, we have border radius. Our border radius should be the variable we declare, the value we declare for our border radius here too. What is it? main border radius. Okay, so let's check it out. Oh, it's not working. Something is wrong. Is this not the class we declared there? Oh, sorry, we use btn sign up while I'm using btn button there. So let me copy this guy and replace it. I believe we are still together on this guy here. Something is out of the screen. What's going on? I don't know again. Actually float that guy to the right, but I can't see anything again. Okay, let's check what is going wrong. What is going wrong? Padding, background, border. Okay, no problem. Background color. Use this guy. Is anything wrong here? Nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. I know there's nothing wrong here. Okay. btn sign up, Navbar. Okay, let's see what we can do about this guy. Let me move this float here and check out. Oh my good god. We have to float it to the right. No choice. I have to float that guy to the right. Okay. I can't actually see it. Okay, let's give this guy their own width. So let's say our UL here, our logo here, let's give it a width. I want to give it like 200 px, so that by the time we float it, they will assume their width. But that might even too much. Let me remove it and let's assume the normal proper width. So what's going on here? I can't find something again. Let me comment this guy out. Suspecting this guy. About btn button. Okay, let's check our item and see if something is wrong. Div. Okay, let me wrap this guy in a div. And call this guy class links, and I'll come back here, remove this guy and call that links. Oh my good god. Okay, let me remove this li and see. Let me comment this guy, this links out, and see what happened. Something is wrong and I'm not seeing the error. Something is wrong somewhere. Nothing. Okay, let's define a width for our navbar. I think we did. Let me use 80 view width. Okay, we can see it now. Comment this guy. Okay, nice one. So let me just remove this link that I added. We don't actually need it. It's not by the way I put this, but we don't need it. Alright, so I added something now here. So the problem we had there is just the width we declare here. So I'll be using 100 view width instead of that 100%. Okay, the guy is here out now. Let me reduce it. 80. Okay. Okay, What if I inherit it? Inherit. Alright, no problem. Let me just give our button margin from right, margin. Okay, sorry, let's inspect this our variable again. Probably something is wrong here. Let's give it like 10px. Check it out. Okay, it's not here. We can see it now. But that guy is extending beyond the normal stuff. So because of this padding, we added to our navbar. Now mind you, I told us that when we are using padding, we should not forget to always be using box sizing so that it will not be increasing the component length or width when we are adding padding to the normal width we've already declared. So that was actually what was causing the issue. So then that will be a border box. And here I can still use my 100% here. 100%, so it will work now. So it's actually that 100px padding that we added that increased the width of the navbar. So it's here now. Then the height, we didn't declare the height of this guy, so that add height to our navbar, height, and that should be, let's say 150px. This will be too big, but let's try it. I know. So let me just reduce it from our element here so that we can see. Okay, 67. So let's have 67px, and that should work now. Okay, now it's not looking nice, but why can't we have this menu close to this sign up here? I don't like the way it's appearing at the left side here. So then I'll come back to my UL here and I'll float it to the right. Okay, and sign up. This guy, the way he's even placing now don't be overwhelmed with all this guy. I even copied this. These are the default thing that have been declared for UL, and at the same time I can even remove it. It will still work, since the major thing I just need is just this guy. Yes, it's still working. So but I don't like the way it's appearing here. I want my sign up to be at this other end, not at this place. So what will I do? I'll go back to my styling here and I'll bring this button right before the UL tag, and it will correct itself. Nice one. Okay, so I want to have a space between this sign up and the UL tag. So what will I do? I can just go to my sign up button here. I want to add a margin to it, margin right, just to create a space between them. So margin right should be, let's say 100px. Oh no, I need left. Okay, nice one. Now can you see that it's actually looking nice, but this blue color is not going well on our background color, and this company name is not going on our background color, so we have to change that. So let's see how we can change that. So you copy this tag here. You know the one what is actually making it to show that blue color is our hyperlink tag, which is the A tag. So we have to change the color from there, not from, if you are trying to change the color from this li, it will not work. So you have to change the color from A tag here, and that will be white. I think we have our white declared here as variable, so I'm using this color secondary, that's white. Then the size, now font size, I'm using 20px. Then after that then the font weight, yes, I want it to be a little bit bold, then I'm using 600 for the boldness. Then for the logo, I need let me use box sizing for this guy too. Box sizing, that's border box. Whether I use padding again here too, box sizing, border box. Then for this guy too, box sizing, other box. Okay, and go back to the logo. So this logo I want to give it a color, and I'm using white. So that will be white. Then I want it to be very, very big. So that means that the font size will look like 24px. Then the font weight should be bold. Then I'm using the word bold. That's about 900. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. Very nice. Then my this guy too, my button should look bolder. That will be font weight. Sorry for that noise, please. 600. And nice one, nice one. So when you hover on this button, I want the pointer to change to normal and type of pointer. So I'll be adding cursor type to be pointer, so that when you hover on it, it will always show the hand, like you can click. So, and also when you hover on it, I want the color to change, and that will be adding over effect, and that would be so. First thing you can use opacity to read it, but for this outline type of color, you can use opacity for this one. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna add background colors to it. And how do we go about that? So background color, let me make it yellow. Yellow will be AFFA00, and the outline will still be white. So let's check it out. You see that? But that's not looking nice with the text color. So the text color must be white again. Oh my god. Let's check it out. Nice one, nice one. So now aside this, you want the body, the whole page, what's it called? You want the full page to be, the font family should be Poppins. I don't like that guy that is displaying there. Oh, okay, let's try to use this guy here. Correct. Okay. Oh, this guy is not looking so nice. I don't like it. Okay, let me do for another one. Let's use this. Okay, Shegwa. This one should look better. It's just looking better, but not too cool. But we can manage this for now. Let's just manage this. But I still prefer that Poppins anyway. So for our company name, we can decide to use different font style. So let me use font family. I want to use another thing. I want to use Arial and Helvetica. Okay, I think this one is even more nice. Like it's more better than, it's nicer than the other body one. Let me change this guy here. That would be Arial. What is it? Okay, but I still want my logo to have different fonts. Logo. Okay, this is it. I want to change this guy to another thing. Okay, let me use Georgia. Okay, now this one should be better. Oh no. No. This is no better. The previous one is better. Okay, I think it's better this way. Alright, so let's proceed now. So now, but this guy is still showing underline stuff there, so we want to remove that line. That underline, we want to remove it. So we'll go to our A tag, which is text decoration to be null. Can you see that? Nice one. Okay, so want it to have over effects, like when we over on each li, you want it to have a kind of a borderline to be shown there. So we declare border bottom rather, sorry, border bottom, and dash we want our yellow color. Oh no, I've not added the 2px solid. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, let's increase it to like 5. Then we will move this guy down a little bit. Should I translate it down? No. Okay, let's just increase the padding here to something like 12. Okay, can you see that? Nice one, nice one, nice, very nice. Nice one. So this how you can actually add, but that border stuff is too much, so I'll be changing to 3. It is much better. And this guy too, we have to increase a little bit just to be right below that guy. Okay, I think that's better. And I can still use white color. I can use white color. See that? I think this white is even better. Now, and to show an active one, so we can add a kind of active here. Let's use you want to add active tag to it, just to show that this is a particular one that is active at the moment. Active, and we want the color of that active one to, or better still, background. Should we use the word background now? Yes, background color to be a variable. That will be secondary main color now. So we'll now add our active to this guy here. Sorry, here, class active. Active, okay. Then I check this guy out again. Something seems not complete. Okay, let me remove this guy. Correct. And the background now will be what should be background color be? Background color should be black. Oh, sorry, for the active. Then the border radius, this guy, we can have a border radius. Border radius. Then our normal same border radius there. Then I want to increase this guy to something like 30. Then test align. I want it to be aligned to the center. Same thing with our button here. We forgot to add that to it. Test align center. Same thing with our logo. Where's the logo? Test align center. Everybody is going down now. Nice one. But that black color is still not showing, so I don't know why. I think we added it. Color black. Okay. Why is this guy not working? Oh my hole. Border radius li. Okay. It's actually the lik that is overriding it. Sorry, our a tag is what is overriding it. So how do we go about it? Let me inherit. instead of this guy, let me just inherit it, and it should work now. Wait, is that not for button? This is for button. No, I need for the list A tag. Where is it? Li here. And what's the color? Okay, this is the color we use here, which is white. So I will be using another color, and this guy will now move up here. I think it should work now. Nice one, it's working. So because this is the one that is active now, that's why we have it here. See that? So I can even remove this border stuff to the one that is active, so that every other one will not be showing that curve, just to the active one only. You can see, but this other one is not showing it, and if this one is the active one, it will change it. All right, so now what happened when you now want to maybe you are reducing your screen size, and you can see the way it's appearing is not even looking nice at all. It's not nice. This guy is not nice. So what do you do in this case? I would like to reduce this padding here, please. The padding for Li for the top and the bottom is too much. I like to use something like 5. No, let me say 8. Okay, I think it's appearing better now. Then the padding for the navbar. Where is it? 10px. I think I will reduce it to 0. No. I think, okay, let me just use padding top. Okay. Padding left, TPX, then padding right, TPX. So the top and bottom will now assume auto. Okay. So the other thing I can do is to add padding top now. Padding top to the 10px. Okay. Then let me add margin to my line. I don't like the way the other is showing like that. I need margin here. Margin. Oh my goodness, margin right. Margin right. My battery is running low. Margin right will be 10px. Okay, correct. Okay, this is better now. It's better. So okay, so now when we are reducing our screen, you see that this guy looks clumsy and it's not appearing very well. So at this screen size, what you just want to do is either we reduce the padding or we just collapse it, and that's what you want to achieve now, which is the responsiveness. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Seems like the battery is running too. Alright, I'll now add to our web page now the front awesome icon link, and so that we'll be able to add our menu icon to it. So as we can see, we already have our navbar spell outs and styled very well, at least to our taste for now, on the desktop view. But when we inspect it and try to change to mobile view, this guy is scattered. Okay, Okay, what's about changing the styling of that guy? Let's see what can do. What the padding? Let's see what will happen. I just remove the padding now. Oh, mess! This is actually a mess. Alright, now, so the other thing we want to do now is that at a particular viewport like a mobile phone, we want the navbar links to be hidden. The same thing with the sign up button to be hidden, and the only thing we want to see is just the menu icon. So how do we solve that problem? Okay, so we get that problem solved by, I think this spacing is too much between these guys and it's not even allowing it to look very nice. Sorry, let me quickly remove that spacing. It's too much. Let me change this guy to like 10, probably 20, and I have margin right is 10 px. Okay, I think this should be a little bit better. Okay, I think it's better now, so that at a particular viewport it will still look nice. Let me change this guy to like 5. How better still, let me change this one to 15. Change this one to that 10 again, so that it will look nice. Okay, still looking nice here. Okay, then we added something here like a margin. Alright, so let's try and add the mobile menu icon to it. So now when you are designing your web page navbar for the mobile, you have to create 2 navbar links. So which means that for the mobile view or for the tablet view, I have to show my links at the sides and not horizontally at the top again. So I'll create a new navbar and tag it as my I'll tag it as my mobile navbar. So it's inside the normal navbar. The only changes there is just that I decided to make it to turn into mobile nav. Okay, so after this guy, then we'll put our links inside. Then we need something outside these our links. We need our icon that we'll be using to toggle this guy here, the links. So we now have call it menu icon, and inside this guy we have our high tag and with a class. Remember, we normally use our photo sum icon for bus. Okay, let's check this out. You can see the way the guy is showing here. So we are going back to restyle our menu bar links in our styling. So we have to override the previous styling we've done for the UL, so that this will now be UL, and for this guy now, float will now be, we change the float to be null, and we want to, the list type will still be what it is, so the float will be null, and let's check it out. Then also the li, or better say, yeah, the li will also be null. Let's check it again. ul native. Okay, okay, let's just add it a class here, or better, let's just leave it native li. Okay, let's just wrap this guy in a div just to make it look unique. and I will call this guy class links. Then why this guy too can be just like this and can also be in a div, and I'll call this guy too class mobile links. Alright, so I have mobile links and I have normal links. So I will go back to my styling of the UL here and change this guy here. All the places I'm having UL, I'll change them to that's link class name there. Alright, so that it won't affect this other one inside the mobile. So let's check it out now. Alright, so this is our new links for the mobile. So with that, now we can have a special tag now for our mobile links. Mobile link. So for our mobile link, we have UL inside it and we have our li inside it. So for this guy, we just want to remove the don't need that floating stuff here again. Want to remove the list type and make it to be null, and then I think that's all we need for this guy now. Nice one. Then our navbar, this mobile navbar here, we want the thing to be able to appear from top to bottom, like the area should be touching the top and the bottom of the page. So how do we go about that? Then we apply something we call position to it, so that it won't be relative to the parent div only. So you can define where you want it to stay on the web page. So we can, sorry, I'm at that. We need the position to absolute. Then we define the width. So you want the width to be like so let's say mass. Okay, let's just define the minimum width for it. Minimum width, I want the minimum width to be around 300 px, so which means that it can actually be more than 300 px, but we want the minimum width to be 300 px. And after that, the background color, yeah, let's use dark color for now, and the text color should be white, or a normal variable color, which is main secondary color. Okay, text secondary color, that's white. Alright, let's check it out. Nice one. Can we all see that? It's looking very nice. Okay, so but one more thing, this is not even the one we wanted to add it to, because this mobile nav is still inside our normal nav here. So how do we do this now? We need to apply that particular styling to mobile links here, not the mobile navbar. So how do we go about it? I will remove that CSS styling and put it here, because we want our menu icon to be on the same line with the nav, the company name and the rest. So I'll copy this guy here. Okay, better see, let me just copy this together so that we know the preference there. Then I'll copy all this guy here and paste here. Now for this position that I've declared to be absolute, I want it to be touching the top, so I'll declare my top to be 0, and I want it to appear from the left, so I will say left to be 0. Alright, so after that, my mobile nav, now I'm not adding anything to it. Let me just float to the right. Nice one, nice one. What if I change it to the left? Oh my god. Alright, let me remove this floating and see how it appears there. right, it's appearing somewhere that we don't need, but for now we don't need this guy to show, so I have to hide it by using display keyword to be null. We're using our JavaScript to show it again later. Okay, this guy is showing here, but in actual sense I want this guy here to be displaying somewhere at the last side of the right side of this navbar. So the reason why floating to the right is actually taking, when you look at when I change the floating property to the right, I mean this guy now floats to the right, it's actually starting from the front of our links, and there's nowhere we want to put it. Okay, that's where we want to put it, but for now we are not showing it, we are not displaying it. We only want this guy to show when the screen size is actually at a particular screen width. So what we do here is that we hide it. We hide it with display null, and at a particular media query we want to display it. So let's add a media query, then and screen, then you add your conditional width to it, and the width, and let's say maximum width, that's from 0 to any width we define here. Let's say it's 100 px, then it should collapse that links. So now we put our, what's the name of that guy? No. Oh, I see it. Okay, this is it here. No, this guy. Navbar here, mobile navbar. That's when we'll now display it. By navbar, then display property should be block. So let's see what happened. That guy is off, and let's try to reduce the size. Okay, it's not working yet. Let me refresh it. Okay, it's not working. Let's check out why the guy is not working. So media screen and maximum width equals to 800 px, then it should close and change the display to block. Okay, let's check it out. Our display is not here. Mobile navbar, and okay, sorry, at this same width here we have to remove our navbar, our normal previous navbar, and the button. We have to remove them. So what we do is this: we come down here, and for the button, this is our button. We made the display to be null because the only thing we want to see is that menu, the menu icon there. Display to be null, and for our normal links too, we use display links to also be null. Alright, so this is how we can actually do that. Let's go back to our web page and check it out. Can you see that this guy is there? Okay, so now for our menu icon we have to increase it. So where do we declare it here before the media query? Menu bar links. Okay, we've not written any styling for it, so let's just copy this guy. I think he's before this guy. So menu icon. So what do you want to do here first? You want to give it a font size. You want to increase the size to something like 24 px. Then after that the padding to something like 10 px. Then after that the let me add box settings to it. Then after this padding, after the 24 px, then the color. I want the color to be white. That will be variable test secondary color. Okay, so let's check it out. Nice one. So now, mind you, at the top here for the desktop screen, we've already declared our navbar to have a padding of 100 px. Sorry, margin. This for button, I think we use 100 px padding padding 0, navbar. Alright, this is here. We already used padding left and padding right to be 50px, but on the mobile view, we want to change it to 10 to 20% and px rather, instead of that 50px. So here we just use it, padding left 0, then padding right also to be 0px. Now it should look a little bit different. Can we see that? Which is actually looking different and nice. But for the sake of this guy, I don't want it to be 10 from this left. So 0px rather. I would rather change this guy to 20px and this guy to 20px too. And I think we should be having it now. Okay, I think this looks nicer than before. Alright, can you see that? And at the particular screen, it actually showed back. So, but when this screen reach a certain level, we discover that this nav link is actually displaying just below. But when you look at my screen, you will see one number here at the top here showing the screen size. So I'll get that screen size at which my navbar is breaking down. So then I will use it in our media query. It's 953. Okay, then at 955 everything appears very well. So I'll go back here. Okay, 955. So instead of this 800 here, I will prefer to use 955. Mind you, this media query breakpoint that I'm using here is actually more than normal mobile screen. It's from tablet downward to mobile screen. Alright, so this is how it will appear, and when you expand this guy a little bit, then it appears just like this. And as we're increasing it, it's continuing to it looks better. I think that's it. Okay, and the next one, and at the same time, if you feel like okay, there is no point doing all these things, you can as well reduce the margin we put between the links and the button, because that margin is also pushing it to the side. So you can decide that okay, probably what is causing this guy to behave at this width is the margin. So you can change this guy back to 800 while you declare a new media query. You can have more than one media query breakpoint. Then I will change this guy now to probably 960. Then at 960 I want my navbar now, the gap between my navbar and the navbar button now to be we added margin left here for our button. Then you now restore it back to a minimum size. Margin left to be, let's say just 50px. Okay, I think this guy is even too much, 20px. Let's check it out. Okay, can you see that? So which means that what the code C adjusts very well. Then we can as well adjust the spacing between the what's it called, our links. So I can just copy my link stuff here where we do that. Links, okay, 20px. I think this guy is too big, I don't like it. Okay, it's looking better now. Then don't want to change it, just this guy, margin and padding. Okay, this margin right now, you want to change it, let's just copy this. So go to that particular screen and we add it to it. Oh sorry, underneath, just underneath it. Okay, then we have it to be margin right. We use margin right there, so we reduce the value to something like 5px, and it should be cool now. Alright, it's looking better now. You can see that. So before the guy want to break down, it's already switching to our 800 media query. I think it's looking much better now. You can see that. Nice one. Okay, so let's continue with our work now. So that's done. So now we've already gotten our menu to be hidden and our button to be hidden when it's got a particular screen size, which is 800 px. Then how do we see the mobile menu again? So to say that, we have to add our JavaScript, and by now I believe we already know how to add our JavaScript to it. So I'll be adding our JavaScript code here. So let's link it. Let's go and create our JavaScript file here. We don't have anything. Let's use Navbar. It's called navbar.js. So you know that this script here is actually for the Navbar. Then here we link our script to our web page. Then we have assets. Then we have our JS. Then we have our nav.js. Nice one. So inside here now we declare our we create a function, and that function name will be toggle navbar. So toggle menu, toggle menu. So you want to toggle that menu icon, so that's why we call it toggle menu. So then after that, your curly brackets. So how do we get the click event on that menu? So which means that we have to do something here. We have to add an ID to our icon here, the div tag that holds our icon here, this guy here, ID, call it menu. So this menu here now, whenever you click on it, you want to get the anything you're doing on this guy here, you want to get the event. So we have our menu ID there. Then go back to our script here. We'll now create a variable to get the that tag or that element, menu element. Variable menu icon or menu div. You can call it anything you like. Menu div, that's my variable name for this. Then use your document dot get elements by ID, and the ID we just added nice word is menu. Alright, so after that, then we now use our variable name menu.div dot. Okay, what we just want to do is we want to change the display property of that particular mobile links. Now mind you, while we were writing the code here, it already makes the mobile links to be the display to be null. So from our JavaScript will be change display to be block instead of this null, and every other thing will be done with it. So let's go back to our code here, and as well we have to create another, because this is our mobile link, is one that needs to even have that ID, not the menu itself. So let's create an ID here and call it mobile link. So mobile link, this is our ID name. This is the one we actually need, not this menu again, because this is the one we want to be switching off and on. But nonetheless, let's go back and change this guy to mobile link. Alright, so I'll call this guy link div. So this link div now is what we want to be display and switch on and off. So let's do something here. Links dots, because I want to change this type property, the CSS property, so I'll be doing dot style. Then what's the property I want to change? That's the display, and I'll now change to block. So now let's refresh the page and let's go back. Let's change it to mobile view. Can you see how it appears here now? But the issue with this guy now is that when you click on it, nothing will still happen. Why is it that nothing happens? Because you don't have a click event function on it. So how do we do that? This is your function, and you copy it, just copy with the bracket without this guy, just this guy alone. Then you go back to your HTML code here, go back to where you have the icon, where you want the one you want to be clicking, then add your event on click event. So your web page or browser web page, they always have this kind of event that you can use to know what is going on the web page, how what user is clicking, how user is moving their mouse, and that's why we're able to use over event in our CSS. you understand, because of those events. Even mouse moving up and down, you can get the events on click when the user click on his keyboard and the rest. So but the one we want to use now is when the user click on this our menu icon. That's just what we need. Then we'll use on click, then we'll put our function inside this double quotes after this on click. So whenever the user click on this menu icon, then it will trigger our toggle menu function, and everything all the code we wrote inside this toggle menu will be performed or executed. So let's go and check it now. So refresh the page and click. You can see that we have our menu displaying from the left side here. Nice one. So let's just add a little styling to our mobile navbar. So mobile navbar links. Okay. Alright, so let's add the background is dark already, so which means that the color of this guy should change. Let me add a color to this guy. Color, and the color will be the secondary BG color. Then I want to add a border bottom to it, so that 2px solid, and it will still be that variable, our variable, which is a secondary BG color. Nice one. So after this guy, we want the width to be 100%, and for this UL2, we want the width to be 100px, and any margin we want to remove it to be 0, and any padding we want to remove it to be 0. So and this one 20px. Alright, then after that, our mobile links itself, this div, we've already declared width for it, I guess. So yes, minimum width, for it declare minimum width for it, and at the same time aside this minimum width we declare for these mobile links, what else do we do? Background. Okay, I think it's okay like that for now. Okay, let's remove margin too. Margin, because that margin might interact with okay, let me first show us the reason why we are adding margin. Click, you can see the way it appears. Okay, I think it's even looking better, but it's not reaching the end of these mobile links. So with that, we've not achieved what we want to achieve. And this our li should even have a padding now. Padding should be 10px, yeah, 10px all round, and don't forget to add your box sizing, border box. Then after that, sorry, I added this guy 100px instead of 100%. Check it out. Nice one. Can you see that? But that line is too thick, so I will reduce it to 1px from here. Then at the same time, you can see that the color of our nav links is not changed because of the hyperlink tag that we use. So we have to go and change the color from the hyperlink. We just make the hyperlink tag to inherit this li, which is the parent tag to it. Then we say color inherit. So to inherit this color we declared here. Alright. Nice one, nice one, nice one. You can see that. So at the same time, we want to add something else to it. When you hover on it, you want to add over effect to this li here. And what should be the over effect? The background color should change to what? A variable to this guy here. Then the color should change to black, and that's what we want. And the okay, I think that's okay. Oh no, this is not what we want. Something is wrong. Do we add, oh sorry, we didn't add the over effect to it. Over keyword should be there. refresh it. Nice one. But nothing is changing about the color. Even the background color is not changing. So let's check it out why it's not showing. Background color. This one, does it have a background color? No background color here. I think we use black color somewhere. Okay, mobile links. Right, I think nothing. That's okay. That's cool. This guy is not working. Let's check it out. Let me change to background. It's not working. Let's see what happened from our code. Mobile links ULLI over color. And the over effect should be background. Sorry, what's happening? Something is wrong somehow. Something is wrong somehow. Okay, let's put a background color here. Background color, inherit. Okay, let me use this infrared. Okay, when you open it, nothing changes. Oh, sorry, pardon me. The reason why we are not seeing the over effect on this guy is because I'm inspecting. So take note of that. When you are inspecting your page, it will not show. The over effect will not show. So you have to close it. And what I will do now is that I'll just reduce the screen size. Can you see the over effect? So what I did before is actually working. Now actually worked. Because I didn't check this guy. Alright, so now we've gotten that done. But this background should also be inherited. Background, inherit it. So you should inherit the parent background there. So then after that, you discover something here that our menu is not reaching the what's it called? Let me change to another color so that you will see what I'm talking about. So I'll change this dark color to a lighter color. Dark color. Can you see that it's not touching the bottom of this page? And how do we make it to touch the bottom of this page? To expand to the bottom of this page, then you add something to this guy here, the height. Just add height to it and make it 100%. Click on it. You see that? So this is how it will appear, and it's looking very nice now. And if you want it to have a kind of animation, a bit animation like transition, you can just add transition effect to it. When you click on it, you want it to come from the left side to 0. So you can add animation, and the name should be slide right. I just use any name. You can use any name for your animation. Remember what we did the other time. Then the timing should be 0.4. No, let me put 1 seconds. Let me use 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds is much. 2 seconds. And it should be ease in. No, ease out. Then after that, not ease in rather. Ease in out. Then after that, it should be forward. Forwards. These forwards keywords will make you to stay after the animation, to stay after the effect. Okay, so I will now define my animation under here so that it will be close to where I am using it. At keyframe, and the name is slide right. Alright, then at 0%, that's something I want to do. So here now the the left side now, our what's it called, our side menu is coming from 0, so the width will not be this guy again. The width here will be 0. The width here will be 0, and at 0% it will still be 0. I can even take it backward a little bit, minus maybe 50 px. Then at 100% I want the width to now be what we define it to be 300 px. Mind you, we are using minimum width. Alright, so let's check how it will appear now. It's taking so much long time, so 0.4 seconds. You can see that, but that's not what we want. So let's this guy to CB0 here. It's not flowing very well. It's not flowing very well. So this guy, let's change it from maybe minus 300 px, so it will come from far left. The way the guy is showing is not actually cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. How do we go about this guy? This is 0. Okay, at 0%. Okay, we are not even doing anything at 0%, sir. We just want it to go to 300 px directly, so there won't be that pause there. Okay. Okay, I think this is a bit better there. It's better. And we can as well make this guy to be 0 here, so it will just be from 0 to 300. See that? Alright, so and let me make this width to be 300 exactly. Nice one. Can we see that? But this guy, I will still take it back to that 300, minus 300 rather, so that it will not appear that this guy is just coming from nowhere. It's not displaying very well. Okay, let's leave it at 0. Alright. So that's for that. And we can also animate our UL. I can see that this guy already displayed before the animation completes there, so I can add an animation to this UL so that it will take time to show. So animation, and that will be delay. That's, I just wanted to delay a little bit before it will show up, come up. Or let me even say fade in. That's the name of my animation, and I want it to take like 0.2 seconds to show. Then it should be ease in, out, then forward. Alright, so my animation now, I'll add it here at keyframe, then the name is fade in, then at 100%. I want it to show, so I can just change the opacity. So I will say the opacity of this guy here now. Opacity is just a property that you can use to reduce the sharpness of a text color or a particular element in your web page. So I'll call it to be 0 as the opacity, and at 100% here I want the opacity to be 1. Sorry, opacity to be 1. Alright, let's check it out. You see that? Oh, it's flowing very well. it actually flows very well. It took time, and if you want it to delay a little bit more than that, you can change to 4 seconds. Let's check it out. Nice one. All right, nice one. So I want to remove the underlying stuff from this this guy. I don't like the way it's showing there. So mobile links UL. Where is the mobile link ULI? Okay. So to remove that underline, you have to come to your A tag here. Under the A tag is the hyperlink that is causing that, and use text decoration to be null. No. And I want the text fonts to even font width rather to increase to 600. And that's all. You see that? Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. All right, so what if you want to close it? How do you close it? You can make this guy to toggle. Now when you click on it again, it should close, and when you click on it again, it should open. So how do we do that? Let's go back to our JavaScript. So now I already know that this guy will show the menu icon there. So what do I do to toggle it? Remember, we've done something like if-else condition. So just use your if-else condition here. Call this guy and say if. And if what? If the display is equals to block. If it's already equals to this block sign, sorry, don't forget this colon here, semicolon. So if the display is already block type, then it should change to null. Get it? Then S, the display should be block. So with this one, when you are clicking on it, it will be toggling it. So let's refresh it. Click, click out, click in, click out, click in, click out, click in, click out, click in, click out. Do you all see that? Click out. So that's how you can actually toggle your menu stuff there. And when you increase the width to change to your desktop menu bar. So this is how you can actually create a dynamic menu navbar on your web page. You see that? You see that? Nice one. Okay, all right. So the next thing we want to do now is to change the icon. How can we even change this icon dynamically? All right, we can change the icon. Let's go back to this place here. Now here we have our menu div tag here, and inside it we have our what's it called, our icon tag, which is using the high tag, the italic tag here. So we want to replace it with a times type of icon, from that menu icon, that menu bar icon, to a closing icon, and when you toggle it back, it will change to menu icon. So let's see how we can do that. So we'll copy this guy, then go back to your, let's go back to another time. Mind you, we already have our ID on it, which is called menu here, so we use the ID to access it. So we now say come down here, let's menu div equals document dot get element by ID. Sorry. Get element by ID. Then you put your ID inside, which is menu. Then after that, then once you always use our menu ID now. So whenever the display is null, then our menu icon should be showing there. So we have a menu div. So we are changing this type property. No. You want to change the inner. What you want to do here, you want to remove this icon and put another one there. You understand? So for this one here, it will still remain that same icon. So there is a property called inner HTML. So you can use this inner HTML to write into a particular tag to replace any text or anything you put into that tag. So you want to replace it with something, which is our HTML tag here. Now this thing is showing error. And why is it showing error? Because we already have double quote outside, and we are trying to put another quotes, a double quote inside, so it will be closing the one we added here. So what to do now is to remove this guy and change to single quote or use template string. Just backtick. I prefer to use that backtick. So that's that. And when the div, I mean when our icon is not, when our menu is already shown, we want to change to another thing called times, like a closing icon. So let's see how this will play out. Can you see that? Can you see this guy here? And close it. Do you see that? Close it. All right, so what we are actually doing here is that we are using this dot inner HTML now. This is our menu ID, the one we just get there. We use this inner HTML to replace everything we have inside this div here. And don't forget, what we have inside the div is just this icon here. So it will replace everything inside this div, and that's the essence of using inner HTML. And mind you, you can output write your HTML code from your JavaScript and output your page directly, and that's what we just did here. Now what I changed here, the name we've been using for that menu icon is far bars from our photosom icon, and for that closing icon we use times. Even another thing I want to add to our work to make that times look much pronounced is to add background color to it, a fainted one. So from here now we add our style property to it. So menu div, oh my goodness, another issue, we don't have a specific ID to target our closing icon. And how do we do that? Even from here we'll have an ID here. We'll add an ID to this place. ID will now be close icon. So we are targeting this close icon. So what we'll now do after we display it there, we'll now use this method there, put it here, and change this guy to close icon. I pray this guy will work. Close icon. Then this variable will change to close tag. Then I want to just add some CSS styling to it. So that will dot style, then dot display. Then the display should be no, I don't need display. Style dot background color. Background, then should be what now? Background color should be what? Okay, let's get something that is a little bit fainted. Let me go and see color from here. So I already know what is here. Let me just steal it away. So I want to steal this color. It's okay, it's just be transparent. Alright, let me use white and add a transparent to it. Okay, just a little bit transparent. Okay, and go back to our alright, so we have our color here. Then I want to add what's called border radius to it. So before border radius, I'll add width. The width should be let's say 20 px, sorry, 20 px, and the height should be the same thing because I want to make it a rounded stuff, so the height and the width should be the same thing. Then we have our border there, and our border should be 1 px solid, and the color should be fainted like silver color. Alright, then I want the border radius now. Border radius, here it shall come up with border radius. Okay, let's go down. Border bottom. Okay, border radius should be. Now mind you, because I'm not in my CSS, so I can't actually use hyphen here. Any CSS property you are using hyphen for, you have to join it together and change the next word to be capital letter. So that's why the border radius is written this way. So I want it to be 50%. So let's see what happens. Nice one, nice one. Can you see that? So I'll be changing the padding now. Padding will now be padding should be 10 px. Anyway, all that 10 px. Then after that, I want to change the color. Color should be black. Sorry, color should be, yes, let me use black. Okay. Oh my, this is nice. Can you see that? Close it, open it, close it, open it, close it. Even though at times it's not actually appearing very well in the stuff. So let me use text align property center, and this guy is looking too big, so let me use 5px. Oh nice, click that, see that, see that. So this is how you can actually create a dynamic a collapsible navbar that collapse on a particular screen with using your media query and the rest. Because of the time of this video, I don't want it to get longer than this. I will show us how we can as well use display flex to do our navbar instead of floating and the rest. So I would like to stop this video now, while there will be another video for other components like the slider, toes, accordion and the rest. So thank you for your attention and for watching this video. And by now I believe you already know how to use JavaScript to toggle our navbar and show other stuff. And before I even close this what's it called, this tutorial, now mind you, we did something here. Our navbar is actually coming from the left side. You can also make it to come out from the right side too. So if you are doing that, that means that from this left here, where is it, mobile links, okay, I think okay, this is from this left here, you can just change to right, so it will always come from the right side. So if you are changing this guy to right, it means that your left property, that the left property we added the other time, we change. I mean that our animation from the left we change, right? Okay, 300px, so that will be 300. Yeah, it won't change, that will be 300 from the right. So let's see how it works. Let me reduce this guy now. Okay, we have to refresh first. Can you see that? It actually came out from the right, but there's a problem. The problem is our, what's it called, our icon to close this guy is not showing. So how do we solve that problem? We can always make it to be at the top. So we can go back and give it index property from here. Just add your index property to this guy and say z index, and that will be equals to 1000. So it will always be at the top. Then another thing I want us to do, I want to create a kind of padding. I don't like the way the menu is starting from the top. So we'll add a padding to our mobile links here. Padding top, padding from top. So it will be padding top should be, let's say, 100px. Alright, sorry, you guys getting longer. Oh, this is too much, and at the same time our index is not showing properly, it's not showing here. So let's do something. Let's add it to, I think this guy is too much, 50 is too much. Let's just use 30, and let's just use this guy directly here. and this will be our menu. Is that menu? Where is it? Menu icon is the class name. This one want to change. Yeah, the property of the one want to change. You can also change from our JavaScript, but just that there's no need to change that one from our JavaScript. You can just change it from here. That will be set index, and this will be 1000. And I will remove the one from our JavaScript here. It's still not showing very well. It's still not showing very well. It's still not showing at this proper place. So let's increase the set index and see how it goes. I want to put this to 5000. Okay, which means that we can actually put this icon in front of our menu now. So the best way to do this guy now is to add the icon inside these nav links, which I will not be doing for us now, but we can always we can do that later. So I will not be doing that for now. So I will stop this video now, then I will change this guy to left, and that will be cool for today. That will be cool for today. Alright, I think this is nice and it's looking better. Okay, so the width, I used to know you can use anything as your width. You see that? It's looking very nice, very nice, very nice. So the same thing when you inspect it and you try to change to mobile view directly. Can you see that? So nice, so nice. Alright, thank you for watching this video. We'll meet again later.